for the Beatrix first before revealing who is actually going to be their surprise pick here. Still, Martis is a flex pick. It can still go to the XP laner and also can go to the jungler. We are not sure what is going to be the thing coming from Onic. They are going to be waiting for the brand pick first before going for it. But Kadita is still a very good option right now. But if it's like a Man and Blast setup, they can still go for the Eve or maybe a Farsha to go against Onic, despite it's going to be disturbed quite a lot by the presence coming from the Martis and also Matilda itself.
Yeah, that's why they went for the Beatrix pick first, right? They want to see what Bren Esports picks as a mid laner. If it's a Farsa or a Yve, they might just go for a Yuzhong in the XP lane. So Bren, they pick up the Paquito here for the jungle, most probably, and the Yve. So this is it on Esports with the response. They can go for something like a Yuzhong, but they can also go for something like a Terizla. They go for the Esmeralda, so both wrong. They just want to absorb as much of that shielding as possible from the real-world manipulation with the Esmeralda boots on that Esme. And what do you think about the Paquito and the Yve?
Oh my god. The Paquito is actually going to be very good to go against this Martes, despite the CC is not going to be able to go do something to the Martyrs, but at least the damage can be very huge against it. But Boots with Esmeralda, I mean, like, that is a signature coming from Boots itself with Esmeralda. So I do feel like Flap to Z along with Boots in the laning phase is going to be a huge highlight here, along with Super Marco going against this Jerry. But I do feel like if it's Beatrix against Cloud in the early stage, it's supposed to be for Beatrix, but we are not sure. We are not sure. It depends on the things that gonna happen inside of the Land of Dawn.
The execution we'll see here in the Land of Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, will Onic Esports break the champion curse, or will they prevail and progress to the semifinals of MPLI 2022? Onic Esports versus Bren. Bren on the blue side, starting on that orange buff. Meanwhile, Kyrie starting on the purple buff. But here you can already see Samo being a nuisance, jumping in, but you can see the reinforcements coming in from the rest of Bren Esports. Samo gonna try to get out now with the guiding wind. Flickers out to safety, but he's gonna be slowed down by Few as he's looking for his first blood. Few looking for the damage, gets it. First blood over to Bren Esports.
Oh my god, the damage from Kyle TZ is just too huge because he's using high and dry instead of taking over the killing spree or the other emblem. He really wants to jump out to the backline to focus on the Beatrix, on maybe the Lilia later on. So that is a very huge point coming from Kyle TZ for the pick off later. But coming from Carry is more focused into the Demon Slayer. It means that he wants to play objectively rather than going into the fight. So Bren will force Onic to do more early team fight rather than Onic that is one to play more and to give the space to the Esmeralda to later on be the sandbag in front for the Onic itself. It's gonna be very unique stuff here coming.
It's a better front-to-back composition for Bren, right? If they actually are able to create a good front lining for their back line, it's going to be massive for them. And they need to look for a good 5v5. Just as I say that, Bren Esports up top, able to find another pick. Kyrie waiting in this bush, trying to dish out some damage back onto Flap as he sets up for the turtle that's spawning in 3 seconds. But Bren, with Kyle TZ on the high and dry, just notice that. That's why he was able to actually burst down the Esmeralda as they're looking for more. Oh, Gwen stunning Samo up. Flap TZ is going to reset perhaps this turtle right now. No real reason to go for it, but Onic wants to go for it. Boost jumps in with a falling star move. That's going to be the final blow onto Kyrie, slaying him there as Kyle TZ will probably take this turtle. It's a kill over towards Few. Drian going to be caught as well. It's a 2-for-1 for Bren Esports as they win in the neutral objective control department as well. Kyle doesn't want to stop. Samo going to be able to disengage with the guiding wind and the circling eagle.
Oh my god, this is just a huge thing for Bren. They are able to secure 4 points of kills. They are leveling up the coin farming skill with HSBC definitely. After taking the turtle, they're just like having so much thing on their hand. They're leading by 1.2k. It's quite huge for the first 3 minutes. They are winning in the terms of war, and they are forcing Onic to do something in the early stage when they know they are not supposed to do it. I mean, like, Kyrie need more time to get at least 1 or 2 items to go and rival the gaming experience with Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 5G.
Bren's neutral objective setup throughout this tournament so far has just been unrivaled, just like the Z Fold 4 5G, right? They have been able to get the first turtle or to get more control on neutral objectives in every single match that they've played. And here you can see again, Kyle Teasy being such a menace against Samo. Has to back off though, is able to, and he's still energized like a winner currently with Omne. You guys can do the same. Every day your way, take it right now. Kyrie though gonna be caught. Has the dashes to get out and the anti-CC as well, but early on with the 1,000 gold lead for Bren, they can do whatever they please. Flap being such a menace, cutting the wave under the tier 2. He's definitely playing his way with the Aurora collection. And Kyle Teasy wants to punish Kyrie again. They're jumping onto him right now. Kyrie is still able to dash again. Flap Teasy gonna be caught, but the damage comes through again from Boots, who's able to hit them back. Bren falling back, and it's Onic Esports with a reset.
Yeah, right now it's on the reset. They want to take it back, but Super Marco already finishing the Demon Hunter's Sword. It's gonna be very important for the side of Bren. They really need that power spike items for the side of Claude. They are gonna be needing it really well, but reward manipulation is already being opened up. The turtle gonna be the main target right here.
The final blow is popped to the back lines right now, gonna be gunned down by CW as the Numenor Blast comes in. Kyrie doesn't care about the turtle. Samuel getting out with low HP, 1 HP there, but a shutdown is going to be taken by CW. Now 1-0 on the board, but Bren did get the neutral objective. CW looking for that top side. Super Marco staying in lane to trade it out. I would say this trade is going to be worth it for Onic Esports in the long run because they get a kill onto CW, but looking at it again now, if Onic don't get the turret here, it's actually still going to be worth it for Bren Esports. Super Marco was free farming down below, and he got a turret.
That's the thing. He is like climbing up the gold big. He wants to get the power spike item that he needs. But Butch just finished the Enchanted Talisman just now. I think like more into the tanky item. It's gonna be needed definitely from the side of Esmeralda. He's gonna be like tanking all of the damage given. Blade armor gonna be one of the very good items to go against this Cloud. And also the dominance ice. But for Ogwen, I do feel like Ogwen's setup is just like coming really well. But oh, in the top lane, we're saying the Nomadic Blast. It happened and able to take CW down just like that.
Oh, in the bottom lane as well, it's Bren who are pushing the pace. Boots able to actually win this out in the trade. Both Kyle TZ and Flap TZ gonna be zoned away, but you're right, CW now gonna be the target for Bren Esports, and it's a brilliant target by Bren Esports. They need to shut CW down. 6 minutes, golden staff. Not good for Onic Esports now. Super Marco is level 9 as well. Brenner looking to collapse up top. Few has the real world manipulation to set it up, but they will just disengage for now. They do not want to look for anything too crazy. Take a look at the items though. This is insane. DHS and Golden Staff in the 6th minute. That's so early.
It is, and he able to have the steel plate to handle the damage from the side of Onic, especially from Kyrie along from CW right here. They are using all of the resource to handle up the damage that is given by Bren. The aggressive movement, they want to force it more to the side of Onic because they know the Esmeralda late game is going to be a huge problem. But right now, real world manipulation is already being opened up. Kyrie jumping in. What will happen?
Luminal Blast going to be cancelled out there. Kyrie getting the retribution, but a Blazing Duet comes into the back line with a Petrify as well to lock Kyrie down. Drian on the way. CW flickering out to safety with 1 HP. Oh, Gwen looking for more. Few popping in a sprint, looking for the hunt down to CW, but he gets sniped down. CW falls though to the hands of Ogwen. It's a double kill for CW. Super Marco still farming. I think it's still worth it for Bren. I don't know. 2 for 2. If they get the turret here, it will be worth it for Bren. But Onic are still holding on to that lead. Ogwen not going to get hit by that falling star moon. Turtle and 2 for 2.
That double kill from CW, it's a huge moment. I mean, like, he almost get... Definitely he's being taken down in the hand of Ogwen, but that is Ogwen. That is not the core coming from Bren Esports itself, but there's another movement coming to the top lane, despite they're taking the turrets, but I do feel like Boots already using a lot of resource coming from Bren. That is a huge information. I mean, no man in blast already been used. It's not going to be there for the at least 40 to 60 more seconds. So for the side of Onic, they're gonna be trying to do something else in return. They are trying to mirroring Bren on the movement, but I do feel like they don't have enough resource. They don't have enough damage, just like what Bren have in the early stage. So they're like struggling quite a lot here, but the difference, it's still bearable. I mean, like 2,000 gold, it's not what I was thinking. I thought it's gonna be like more than 5,000 gold because all of the aggressive movement that is given by the side of Bren.
Let's see, they're maneuvering over top side. Boots is so low. What? He gets soloed there. Kyle TZ with a solo kill. On Esports with no response. Oh, they do actually respond with that play towards the bottom side. So perhaps it was intentional by Onic Esports. But still, a kill on Boots. That was a kill picked up by Kyle. He's already snowballed. With a little bit more gold, he can get even more damage in his item build.
Is he forcing to use the retribution in the top lane? That's why they're not wanting to do something about it. Because that lot is spawning right now. But is Onic Esports able to hold it up? Since like the AoE effect coming from Bren, the CC, with the Numenon Blast is actually pretty huge to going against the Onic Esports. Just like what I've mentioned, they don't have anything to go inside. They don't have anything to dive into the side of Bren.
Alright, there he goes, Super Marco, putting on so much damage. Kyle TZ securing the Lord. Good zoning by Bren Esports. And again, that setup is so good by Bren, but look at this. Falling Star went onto the side of Kyle TZ from Boots. Nimnon Blast going to be able to connect, but it's going to be Kyrie, who nullifies neutral with his anti-CC. Flap dealing out so much, but will be hit on as well by Blooms coming in from Drian. It's just Bren Esports picking up the Lord and backing off.
I do think like Onic able to handle up all of the damage, but that is not stopping there. They still want to do some more, but Boots is down.
Man.
He just wants to take up 4 heroes directly from Bren when the Lord is marching from the bottom lane. This is not looking good for Onic. I don't know what is actually happened to Onic, but Onic doesn't seem to play like usual.
They're losing on in that setup game, right? It's not the usual Onic Esports, but if you take a look at it, the MPL champions, all of them, all the M4 teams actually, haven't been looking the same. So again, 3.4k gold lead as Bren Esports completely take this lead. Samo gonna be dove on. My goodness, that's a lot of damage. Final blow by Flap TZ. CW caught in a knockout strike of Kyle. Kyrie petrified and instantly taken down by Flap. It's a disaster for Onic Esports. It's Bren knocking on the base of Onic right now. Super Marco is gonna try his best to siege down in the base turret.
And Super Marco already having what he needs to give all of the damage that he wants to the side of Onic. But look at that kill, TZ. That is actually just giving so much damage.
Man, that's so much damage, so much CC, utility, everything being thrown out at Onic Esports. Bennett ultimate gonna be popped there. Boots instantly denied. CW picking forward to find that shutdown onto Kyle. But Bren Esports disengaged now. Ogwen being that front line. Meanwhile, Flap, the typical maneuver from Flap. He goes in for that split push and gets the second base turret of the game.
Oh my god, Super Marco finishing off the Malefic Roar here on the hand of Cloud. Yes, CW also having the same item here, Malefic Roar, that is just done. But look at even the damage that is given by CW. It's not even there to stop the movement coming from Brad. Just like Mirko has mentioned, the setup is just being so good coming from Bran with the Numenon Blast, with the real world manipulation, the dive in with Super Marco, that using the blazing duet. I mean, like, how can they handle all of the damage that is given? For Onic, yeah, they do have the power by having Drian on the Lilia, but that's it. I mean, like, even the Falling Summer coming from Boots, I don't see a very good Falling Summer to point out the player coming from Bran. Even the Mortal Coil doing the same thing. He only nullify or cancel the Numenon Blast one. Aside of that one, I don't think that is a good option. But Flapsy.
Oh, they're looking for the pick off now onto Flap, who has the eye for 9. Gonna be gunned down though. That's a kill over to Onic Esports. Up top, Drian slain. Base wide open. Bren Esports using this to finish the Lord up. It's a good trade towards Bren Esports as they just trade Flap for the enhanced Lord.
Oh my god, how easy finishing off the Blade of Despair after that Malefic Roar. He have 2 penetration with the Hunter Strike, Malefic Roar, going with Bloodlust Eggs along with BOD. That is a huge damage even for Boots that doesn't have enough. Oracle here, still going for the Oracle but finishing off that Blade Armor. He is unable to hold it up from Bren itself. Even 2 Blade Armor already been done by them. And Kyrie, he's going more into the tankiest item rather than going for the damage item here from the side of Martis. But I don't think like it's very... I mean like usually we are seeing the Martis just like that, but Lord right now marching to the base of Onic. Will Onic able to hold it up and try to give back what is supposed to give to the side of Bren?
Boots with the falling Star Moon knocking 3, immobilizing 3, but that's going to be Cal TZ gunned down by CW as he flickers out of the real world of relation. Numenal Blast going to be popped in. That's going to be a massive Numenal Blast as his catches everyone. Super Marco melts them down. That's game number 1 over to Bren. It happened to Hawk and Blacklist now. Onic caught by the curse as well.
Oh my god. That Numenal Blast is